Hello, and welcome to episode 9 of Crabs in the Pocket. I make a pretty bad continuity error when it comes to Jessa's feet this episode. Please bear with me, we spot it and correct ourselves. Maybe you'll learn a thing or two. As always, you can contact me on Blue Sky at frogcast.bsky.social if you want an invite to the Discord or just want to talk to me about this podcast. I love it. I love the world we've come up with. I love playing with my friends. And I'm always happy to talk about it. Previously, on Crabs in the Pocket, Hawk has gone AWOL. He took his vassal and left the Green Dog 2 weeks ago, but the war rages on, and Rao's Squadron Upsilon still have a mission. Infiltrate a hegemony data vault inside the Silent Keep, the former seat of power for the noble House of Lond. To make contact with the last of the house, they have to convince Jessa to be their surrogate princess. Jill has just entered the mess hall, has greeted all of you, and is ready for her briefing.
Jill, this one's gonna suck. Like, I hate having to do this, especially with not any of the remaining Huskies. But it seems like Jessa... First of all, do you know Jessa's last name? Has she told you anything about, where she came from?
It's come up, but she says she doesn't have one.
You were listening in the mission briefing about the House of Lond, I assume.
Yes, sir.
And Symbolist here kind of lived through the life of one of the House of Lond during that briefing, as you saw. Yeah.
I saw, yes. Are you okay, Cammy? I mean, Pilot Bocklin?
I appreciate the concern. I'm more worried about your squad mate. I have a suspicion that it was one of her memories I lived through.
Right.
Which does make her House of Lond in their societal appreciation of the thing.
How would you know it was her?
Well,
Dead Zone.
Dead Zone?
Smokes my cigarette.
Jill turns her head towards Dead Zone and narrows her eyes and says, "Please explain."
I recently had a conversation with Jessa, and during that conversation, I found out that she was from Barrage. She has not confirmed it, but signs point to her being of the House Lond, based off of what we were told.
I saw someone running through the solitary walls of a castle, and the princess, the heir apparent, coming to her rescue after a terrible siege was being undertaken, and she was in danger of dying. I mean, obviously it's not conclusive. Perhaps the princess was just such a noble soul that she would have protected any of her civilians, any of her subjects, but there was a familiarity I felt, a recognizability.
Sorry, are you saying that Jessa and the princess of the House of Lond were together?
I mean,
why does this matter? Respectfully, sir.
Respectfully, Jill, we are going to use Jessa as the remaining House of Lond heir apparent. And we're going to use that as our contact point between the rebellion. And from there, we'll decide how the plan goes once we're in action phase of part 2. Part 1 relies on Jessa being our contact because she is from this town and possibly closer to the Silent Keep than any of us could even imagine. And I thought it was only fair that as acting Husky leader and as her partner that you should know before we briefed Jessa. So that way she doesn't turn on you and say that you have an excuse that you were told this ahead of time. That way she can blame all of us instead of just you.
Permission to speak freely, sir?
Oh yeah, of course.
I don't get a fucking say in this?
I mean, if you can come up with a plan to contact the locals faster than Check's watch, 2 hours, 120 minutes.
If she's from there, they'll know her.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're hoping on.
Right. I see.
The only thing I'm worried about, Dead Zone has implied that Jessa does not like the locals and that she wants revenge. And now we're going to give her a vassal. And she has not been cooperative since arriving. As acting lieutenant, somebody, as part of this little quad we've got here, this little quartet,
Mm-hmm.
somebody's got to keep her in line. I want no civilian casualties. I want no force against civilians. I don't want any civilian property destroyed or even blemished by us in this. And none of that points to Jessa being happy. So it's either you keeping control of her as acting captain and partner, or it's Dead Zone as the mentor, or it's me with a gun to the back of her vassal. One of us is going to keep her in line because this is more important than anything we've ever worked towards. The amount of data that could be inside of this key could save thousands of our lives. So I will not have it fall to an emotional teenager who's caught up in nostalgia.
Jill bites back a comment and says, "Understood, sir.
Dismissed.
Thank you, sir. Good luck." She storms out of the mess hall, but not without giving Dead Zone a glare.
Dead Zone only briefly regards Jill before turning her attention back over to anything but her.
It's not fair. Not fair. Well, that was the easy party to convince. What's your plan on the other front?
Somehow summon Hawk to deal with it. That's
That's
my plan currently as I light another cigarette.
As you're talking about this, the mess hall doors open and Jessa comes in.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, Jill said you wanted to see me.
Okay, well, yeah, sure, I guess.
This is it, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. This is, sure.
I'm getting deployed. I'm getting my own vassal.
Now, keep in mind when you are deployed with a vassal, there are objectives that you were given by command.
Of course.
Can you recite them to me?
No harm to civilians. No destruction of civilian property. No use of disproportionate fire. No looting or stealing. No threatening.
Would you do that against people that you have a grudge against?
No, I would not. I have already given Dead Zone my word. I will be good.
There is a very, very, very small smile gracing Dead Zone's lips as she says this.
I'm imagining Dead Zone is behind Jessa right now, so that she can't see it.
Yes.
Great.
Give her some physical touch. That's clearly what she craves. Like even a shoulder tap of like, ah man, you're doing great, sweetie.
Maybe afterwards.
Okay, you know.
Yeah, after the briefing.
Sure. You know what? In front of acting lieutenant, I wouldn't do that either, I guess. That's perfect. I guess that's all I wanted to say. When you're in a vassal, who do you follow the orders of? What's the chain of command?
Chain of command goes acting captain of the Huskies, Jill Reggs, then acting lieutenant of Round Squadron Upsilon, Marasime Mendoza.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. This is sounding like you.
I doubt acting captain Rampart will be giving us orders, but under the event where nobody else is able to, I will respond to theirs.
Perfect. I'm excited to see how you're going to do in your first official deployment, Jessa.
As am I.
However, part one of our mission requires us contact the locals. We need a way into the Silent Keep that spares us the, quite frankly, arduous task of assaulting the Silent Keep. It stood for 3 years unabated, 2 years unabated from the assaults of the hegemony, and there's only going to be 5 of us. I don't think we're going to quite crack that shell in a couple of days, unless we have some insider help.
I'm afraid I don't know any contacts inside the Silent Keep. Not anymore.
But you do in Barrage.
And she looks over her shoulder at Dead Zone before turning back. I used to know people there. I burned a few bridges, you could say, to get away.
Coyote would snub out his cigarette on the bar.
Is it going to be a problem if you return to the town of Barrage?
I can only think of one person who would have an issue with me returning.
Just, it's better for us to know these things ahead of time rather than them propping up unforeseen.
I doubt anyone remembers me.
You doubt?
Yes. I don't know. I don't write letters. I don't go and check in on them. I did not wish to uncover this chapter of my life, and yet Dead Zone worked it out of me. And I want to be good and I want to be helpful. So, no, I don't think anyone will remember me. I don't think it will be a problem.
I am putting the most faith in anyone that I've put in for this mission into you today.
What? What?
I'm being quite genuine when I say this. When we reach Barrage, we will have to contact the locals. You don't have to reveal yourself, but if worse comes to shove and they don't trust us, you will have to reveal that you are who you are. If only to get our foot in the door to complete our objective.
I don't know what Dead Zone told you, but I'm no one.
Are you sure you're no one?
Yes, I'm sure. And she looks over at Dead Zone again.
So your aptitude with vassals is a freak accident and not training as part of House of Lond.
You saw me out there in that loader mech trying to get Jill out. It wasn't pretty, okay?
No, but it wasn't detrimental to your attempted goal.
Sure, it wasn't the first time I'd ever been in a vassal, but I wasn't. They didn't let me fly their fancy. No.
You might as well come out and say it. As part of this mission, we're going to be going quite far into enemy territory. And if I don't have complete trust in you, then you can't have complete trust in me. If this is opening up too many bad memories, I apologize, but it is our mission. I wish there was another way, and we've spent hours delegating in this room trying to find a separate way.
At this point, Dead Zone's going to lean forward and quietly just mutter into Jessa's ears, "This is the freedom to get what you want."
Fine. Since it has been let slip, yes, I was a subject to the House of Lond. I wasn't one of their pilots. I wasn't one of their princesses. I was just a girl in the keep.
She saved your life, didn't she? The princess?
She would have done that for anyone. She was good like that. Better than me.
Then sadly, you're going to have to prove that you are worth saving. That's the mission. And I know that it hurts you to do this and to bring up memories that have clearly soured. But if there's any way that we can reclaim the keep that was lost to you in the past, I'm willing to help. But you have to help me.
I'll be your in. I'll talk to her for you. The House of Lond Remnant is led by Bex Madrigal. She was captain of the guard. She did not like me. We'll see if she's even still alive.
That's our in then. Dismissed.
Thank you, sir. And she leaves. She doesn't look at Dead Zone.
Well, this arrangement, it's mighty precarious. Are you prepared to catch it if it starts to fall, Coyote?
Symbolist.
Yes, sir.
Never ask me to be the acting lieutenant again.
All right, let's make our engagement roll. Sweet. So, take 1 dice for plain old luck. Is this mission bold?
The entirety of it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
This
I'd
is
say so.
reclaiming
I think we're pretty
a
bold.
famous war site
Huh.
from hegemony control and trying to gather as much data as possible.
I'd say so. Is the mission especially complex?
It just now became complex.
By definition, I would say, yeah, it probably is complex because it's meeting up with rebels,
Yep.
defining course of action from there, acting out
Yeah.
course of action from there.
We're relying on a past relationship we don't know the entirety of and could have gone sour in the time since that relationship was last kindled.
Yeah, so you get an extra die because it's bold. You lose a die because it's complex. So you're back down to 1 die. Does the mission exploit the target's vulnerabilities? The targets here are the hegemony, Administrator Guaro, and the Void Wolves.
I would say yes.
I think so.
more than not, I would say once we get in contact, part 1, I'd say part 2 is going to be playing to the vulnerabilities. He's very hedonistic. He's hosting parties a lot. That means access to this, impregnable fortress, which we could then use to take advantage of his lifestyle to gain access to it and potentially sabotage it just enough to get our vassals in and doing heaps of damage and getting any information we can, or dismantling the information stronghold of what they've got. I'd say yes, it's exploiting vulnerabilities in the administrator.
Is the mission's tactic ineffective against the target? Is this social connection ineffective?
Against the administrator?
Yeah.
No, I would say no, because we're going to meet up with the rebels. They'll give us the situation report about how often, et cetera, happens. And then from there, we're going to do our plan, whatever we've decided on. Riot, heir apparent princess, or, sneaking in during one of the social parties. It all relies on connection, which is the connection to the rebels, which is our tactic. Is once we can get in contact with these sympathizers, we can use their leverage as ours. So I'd say it's not ineffective.
I'll allow it. Yeah. So you're on 2 dice right now.
Because we're not trying to attack and we're not trying to stealth in. We're using the connection.
Does the squad receive external support for the mission?
The rebels?
Maybe.
Yeah, I would say that
Okay.
that's a maybe. Because, potential, we could get external support if we play our cards right with the rebels. Maybe they've got vassals. They've taken some from the graveyard path to the Silent Keep, and they've been repairing some of them. They've definitely got weapons, at the very least, if it's just infantry.
Okay. 3 dice. Is anyone interfering with the mission?
That
Other
we
than
know
the
of,
target?
no. Yeah, no.
I hope not.
Oh, okay.
Not that-
So, not that we're aware of, but boy, howdy, does it sure feel like it.
I think I would take the minus just in case
Yeah.
Jill or Jessa fall out of line.
Jill, Jessa, this Madrigal lady.
Yeah, I would say that they
Uh,
are friction points. So I'd say the -1.
Yep. 2 dice. Are there any other factors that affect the mission?
In a positive way, no.
Or negative?
No.
Boy, howdy, it sure is awkward when the person that a Dead Zone is training is currently dating the captain of your subordinates. Sure is weird how that triangle happens.
Are you using the word dating? Is that what you are you putting a label on it now?
I'm
Is
not
it
putting
you-
a label on it. There is a triangle here, but it's not all dating.
I just very easy to say that when she's not in the room. I see how it is.
I would say that there's not any beyond what we've already put down. I feel like everything that Dead Zone has just said is implied in the is anyone interfering with the mission. I'm saying that
Yeah.
there's no minus dice from exigent. Yeah.
From this high school drama you were all involved in.
Because that's already included in the -1 to is anyone interfering with the mission.
I think so.
Yeah. If there was a meteor storm that just went over fucking the planet, yes, I would give you the -1 of sure, that makes sense.
No meteor storm. You're fine. That looks like 2 dice for your engagement roll. A player makes a roll on the behalf of the squad and looks at the highest die. On a 1 to 3, the squad's starting position is desperate. 4 to 5 gives them a risky position, and 6 gives a controlled position. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's do it. 2d6. 3!
Let's go.
Desperate position.
Uh-huh.
To get down to Proxus, you're going to have to suit up in your vassals and head through the atmosphere for this. The green dog it's not a good idea for them to bring it down to the surface for this mission, because ideally you don't want the hegemony knowing you're there, and a star drive capable ship will make serious atmospheric disruptions. You'll be detected in an instant. But, 5 vassals falling, that could be a meteor shower. And hey, what do you know? There's a meteor shower happening right now.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence.
Yeah. So, anything you want to do before you leave the ship?
Not in. That's why we have flashbacks. So I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, no.
This is Jessa's first outing. She has been given a stock Rouse vassal, the same one, or the same make and model that Jill is going to be using. Did we come up with a name for the stock model?
We have not.
Was it like a Mastiff or something?
Yeah, we were calling them Mastiffs, I believe.
Makes sense to me.
There we go then. The Mastiff is a shorter, squatter vassal compared to the hero vassals you all pilot, but it still packs a punch. For the purposes of this mission, the Huskies are Jill and Jessa, and you can command them as a cohort coyote.
Gotcha.
You're heading out through the meteor shower down to the planet. Does somebody want to make me a roll to lead the group so your vassals have a chance of landing unharmed?
I guess I'll do it.
Who would you say is your best pilot?
There needs to be a discussion had between me and Dead Zone here on that.
If it makes you feel any better, I've got 2 in maneuver.
I have 2 in maneuver.
Wow.
And I have a mobility suit.
My suits, I would have to burn not a quirk. I would have to burn, yeah, it is a quirk. I would have to burn a quirk for it, but like I could roll it, but it'd be the same effect as you, so I'll save it for battle.
I'm sorry. I'm having a glance at everyone's character sheets, and I'm finding it very funny that every member of the team has a 2 in maneuver, except for me, whose mech was specifically described as being lithe
Light.
and fast
Yep,
and maneuvering. Maneuverability.
Look,
Listen.
it's good at that.
Yeah,
How good Cammy is,
she's working on it.
I would say that Dead Zone can roll. Can my mobility suit make me better at, because it's a full flight system? Like
Mhm.
I'm declaring it, right, as part of
Yes.
my vehicle gear.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, we didn't declare gear
I'm
scores.
medium.
We'll we'll declare pilot gear when we get down onto the ground.
Okay. But no, as part of my vehicle gear, I'm going to use my mobility suit to make sure that I'm gracefully propelling down to the planet's surface.
Yeah, I'll say that gives you a die to the group roll.
Okay.
To your because this is basically leading a group action that Dead Zone is doing right here. So I think that means for a group action, every pilot that's involved using the same action, and the group uses the single best result for everyone. The pilot leading the group takes 1 stress for each participant that rolled a 1 to 3 as their best result. So all 3 of you get to roll 3d6 here. And if you want to, you can roll command as well, Coyote, to conduct the cohort operation.
I'll do that.
Great. You will take 1 stress from that.
Okay, so I'm at 3.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So, 3d6 4 times. Let me roll this. Okay, so first roll is going to be Dead Zone, the leader.
A leader.
Your best result is a 5. Then
Let's go.
Coyote, the lieutenant. Your best result is a 5.
Nice.
Cammy, the empath.
The most live.
Your best result is a 6.
Just roll 6s.
And the toughs, the huskies, their best result is a 4. So you take no extra strain, Dead Zone, leading that group maneuver, even though it's Cammy who holds everybody together, using your Esper abilities to make people move out of the way of meteors, dodging away from the fiery wreckage. There is pretty good shielding on the vassals, but you do feel the heat of re-entry as you streak across the sky before crashing down into the forest, where you got a 6. All 5 of you are unharmed.
Hooray!
Yay!
Hooray!
Yay!
And yeah, that was with a desperate position, so you did pretty good there. I really wanted one of those meteors to hit you, but we live. We live.
We're just too good. Sorry.
5 vassals deep in the dark forest around the town of Barrage. You can see on your little GPSs that are built into the vassals, you got a few miles trek to the town. If you had landed any closer, you probably would have been spotted. What's the plan?
What's the plan?
Park our vassals here, and then I assume just trek into town.
All in
Yeah,
favor?
no, that sounds
Yeah.
good. That sounds good.
All right. Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, you leave your vassals here. Are you gonna, all 5 of you leave them here? You gonna leave anybody to guard them?
You just hear me click on the giant big red button, and it just beeps twice. We're good.
Beep, beep.
Beep, beep.
Yeah, you got locked up.
I mean, the problem is that like I have to go with the squad as commanding officer.
Absolutely.
Dead Zone has to go.
Mm-hmm.
Jessa and Jill probably going at this point. Symbolist is really the only one that could stand by. And I don't think Symbolist is standing by with just one mobile vessel.
Not to mention, she is the Esper of the group, and I feel like that might be useful to have in this position.
We don't plan on getting into vassal conflict. We're not escalating it. So bringing the vassals closer would be an escalation of conflict.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're leaving them there, and you're not leaving Jill behind to guard them.
No.
Great. All 5 of you are going. This would be a great time to declare load. How much are y'all carrying? If you are unaware, there is no traditional inventory system in Beam Saber. The pilots declare the load that they go out with, and this determines how many items they can procure on mission to help with them. If they go with light, they are dressed very light, as if they were a normal person, but they can only pull 3 things. If they wear medium, they look like they're getting ready to do a job. They are dressed a little more, heavily. They can pull out 5 things. If they go heavy, it is clear they are looking for a fight or going to be involved in some sort of combat. But they can pull out 6 things. So let's go down the line. Dead Zone, go ahead. Tell me what your load is.
There is a part of me that wants to go heavy, but I don't want to alert anyone since we're going into lower income area. So I'm going to go with medium.
Got it. Symbolist?
Yeah, I mean, are we gonna... I suppose a bit of a metagamey question. Apologies. Are we gonna be redeploying during the second part when...
No. Your gear will
Okay.
have to cover for this and the raid on the Silent Ship.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, so in that case, I'm going with heavy.
But I'm thinking about like, if we're gonna meet these hedonists, if we roll up dressed in armor, we're gonna be,
As I was told, I am dressed as the knight errant to a princess.
I'd say if you go in light, you could probably procure things during the gala. But if you're medium or heavy, you would be without your equipment. During the gala, you would have to change into some kind of fine costume.
Okay, yeah. I think I'm gonna roll light. I'm gonna be playing it cool this mission.
Great.
I think.
Heavy for Dead Zone, light for Symbolist, Coyote.
I think I'm gonna go with medium.
Wonderful.
All every aspect of the spectrum being covered.
Exactly. This is wonderful. Nobody has to share. That's great playing with 3 people. This specific thing can be done. Do you miss Dick, though?
Oh, Dick, please. I hope things get better soon, Dick.
Dick,
Please be
now I
okay.
know I was wrong. I messed up, and now you're gone.
Yeah, so you are heading into town during the break of dawn. I'd say you arrive there. So you're getting in around the same time as people who might be living on the outskirts, traveling into work. You're able to blend into the crowd. Um, the 5 of you move in. What's happening? What are you doing?
Well, I guess best case scenario here is following Jessa's lead on. Does she know where these people who might be what is the proper term for this?
Where the resistance is?
Yeah, where freedom fighters might be gathering. I'm not saying where they are exactly, but where would people go if they wanted to wait for dissidents of the current, leading people to be? Where would they go?
You want to ask her?
Yeah.
Jessa goes, if they're running the same hit and run tactics, then we wait for a hegemony convoy to roll through, presumably with some sort of data shipment or supplies or something, and they'll be on it.
All right, let's lie in wait then. Let's prepare.
Yeah, if we head to the other side of town, we can see the airbase, and that's where the main contact comes in. They gotta transport everything from the airbase up to the keep.
All right.
You're moving through the town. You can see that, yes, this place sucks. These prefab buildings might have only been put here 3 years ago, but they already look run down. Metal is rusting. Plastic is chipping away. There has been no upkeep done here, where there might have been roads once have turned into basically muddy rivers that begin flowing through the streets as it starts to rain. People, gathered in ponchos, moving around. You can see various people making deals, and as you walk past a bar, like somebody is openly snorting something from the bar top, you get around to the airbase, and you can see this is where the hegemony forces are. They basically stand guard outside the airbase in their thick armor that is white and red. You can see that a cargo ship is coming in to land in one of the air bases. What's it called? The square that stuff lands on.
Landing pad?
Landing pad. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cargo ship coming down onto the pad, and you can see that a truck is rolling down from the keep, rolling down a winding road that goes up to the top of the bluff. Looks like they're going to collect some supplies. Would any of you like to make a roll? Would any of you like to do anything?
Can I start basically keeping post as we walk, as I'm trying to specifically look for anyone who looks at us for a little bit too long, whether that be because they are wanting to potentially rob us for more stuff that they can stick up their noses, or someone that seems to have a little bit too much interest.
Sure, yeah. What role do you want to make for that?
I would be surveying the area.
Great, cool.
Wait, we rolled a desperate action, all of us, didn't we?
Yes. The
Yes.
group roll.
Don't
So you can
forget
all
to-
mark XP for that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Do I mark 2?
No, you
Because I
you
did
only
the
mark one
command
from that.
and the okay.
We'll just call it 1. How many dice do you have for survey?
It is
Jessa?
unfortunately the 1, and then I also remembered that I should be rolling -1 die because I'm injured.
Great. 0 dice, which means I roll 2d6 and take the lowest. You're in a risky position with limited effect. Wow.
Ooh.
The lowest is 1.
Ooh.
Oh.
The wonderful thing about this is it makes it really easy for me because I just get to say, it seems normal. You don't notice anything.
I'm too busy just applying the Zorosian equivalent of icy hot to the pained slip disc area.
Exactly. You're. It's difficult to focus because Jessa keeps trying to intertwine her fingers with yours.
How does Jill feel about that? Does Jill notice?
Jill is purposefully not looking.
God.
Or the poor girl. The poor girl.
You could stop this. Well,
I could.
No, you could prevent this from getting worse.
I do believe that I've already tried not making this worse, Cammy.
The only thing you can do now is make it better for you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Whenever you try and look around, like to survey your environment, it seems Jessa gets in the way. She is intent on getting your attention. She was trying to get it on the hike up here, but you were too professional.
What can I do for you, princess?
Well, Knight Captain, I believe that I injured myself on the walk up here, and I need you to take a look at it.
There is a very, very pregnant pause before Dead Zone answers.
Please don't use pregnant in this context.
There is a very long pause.
Thank you.
As
You bet it is.
Before
Shut up.
there is some time before Dead Zone answers, and it's almost to a degree where it becomes awkward as she regards Jessa. Where were you injured and how? I thought we worked on that in the first week.
I'm pretty sure I twisted my ankle.
Dead Zone kneels down, holding a look on her face that screams, this better not be another one of your jokes. Where specifically am I looking at?
We can't do it here in the street. Come on. She grabs you by the shoulder and drags you over to an alley.
I quickly glance over to the rest of my crew, and it's almost as if there's a plead in her voice, that in her eyes, that she would never say out loud as she's being dragged along.
Well, Symbolist, I don't know how to read eyes, so this is going to have to be a you thing. Never been one of my forte.
Jill is mumbling to herself. She goes, "This is a bad plan. It's a bad plan. Bad plan."
Well, Jill, if you've got any better ideas while we're here in the city, as I'm looking around trying to keep my eye open, for anybody that might be seeing two of us split off and go after them in the alleyway.
No, looking around, you can see that the cargo ship is currently being unloaded into the truck. And then you hear that there is a commotion going on with some of the hegemony guards at the entrance to the airbase. You're not scheduled for shift today. Come on. I need the credits. I gotta work. Come on, I'm not gonna... I got people to feed. I don't care, you're not scheduled. And you can see that somebody is trying to get into the airbase.
Airbase isn't part of the mission at all, really, as part of what we've scouted out. I guess I would just keep my eye on the kerfuffle that's happening in front of me. But also still remarking to Jill, if Jill's got a better plan, now's the time to speak up about it while we're still, in part one of enacting our plan.
No, Jill is... Are you going to move towards the kerfuffle or just keep an eye on it from here?
I'm going to keep an eye on it from here.
Okay. No, Jill sidles up next to you and says, no better plan, Lieutenant.
If it makes you feel better, I didn't feel good about recommending Jessa.
And here we are. Both of us.
This
in her
war
orbit.
Sucks. Yeah.
This war sucks. She reaches out to give you a fist bump.
Yeah, just I'll give her the fist bump, yeah.
You doing anything, Symbolist?
Are you gonna go save Dead Zone?
It would be really funny
to
if I
not
interrupted.
save Dead Zone.
Whoa, hang on, we're going two paths diverged in one.
Telltale end of episode decision.
Oh. I'm fucking imagining the big dramatic. It's like it's one of those ones where you there's no time limit. You choose the left, you choose the right.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
Dead Zone got herself into this mess. She's gotta work it out.
Mm-hmm. Great.
I'm just keeping an eye open. I'm kind of interested in this conversation. Not I'm not necessarily gonna inject myself into it, but I'll listen to what these two are.
Coyote and Jill?
No, the kerfuffle of
yeah,
on the
yeah,
other
the
side.
guard and the guy who's trying to get into the airbase.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy trying to get in is like trying to push his way past now, and the hegemony guard is like holding up a baton to like push him back. He was like, "Don't make me let this get ugly. Come on, mind your own business. Go on your way. You're not scheduled." Looks like it could get heated. Yeah, so in the alley, Jessa heaves herself up onto a crate and lifts her foot up towards Dead Zone and goes, "Take my boot off?"
There is a look that could peel paint off the walls as Dead Zone stares at the surprisingly laced up boot. I swear you have better not have made this into some sort of joke.
I'd never joke.
She starts unlacing this boot to remove it. And what does she see once the boot has removed? Actually, I'm going to pause right here. I had heard a very interesting fact about this, and I feel like it's an appropriate time. You can cut this out of the editor's note. You can cut this out if you want. I found out very recently that that there's a neuron that controls your motor functions from birth. And it sits very, very closely to the neuron length for pleasure. And that when those get crossed, that's how you get people who are enjoying feet stuff. And I feel like this is what that scene's turning into. I just wanted to point that out as Dead Zone pulls off this boot to reveal whether or not Jessa is actually sprained her foot.
You can let things sit as they are. You don't have to psychoanalyze.
Yeah.
You don't have to psychosexual analyze the scene as it's going on. That's an exercise for the reader.
Exactly.
That's a Coyote thing.
No. Literacy has gone. Sometimes you gotta beat the reader with the message.
Look, okay, we can talk about the subtext all day, but you've got a foot kink scene to play out.
And let me tell you, this little piggy wants to go to the market. I'm trying to cash
You can see there is signs of bruising.
What happened? How did you wait? Okay, you're not joking. I
wouldn't joke. I said I'd be good.
You did say you were going to be good, and you have been good.
What?
And I just wanted to know that this wasn't a reason for you to pull me away on your own. And she says this as she's pulling out. I don't know if I have to declare this, but effectively, she's gonna field wrap a bandage around her ankle.
That's fine. You don't have to declare that. This can just be a tender moment between you two.
You got to call it tender.
Because her ankle hurts. It's tender.
I swear this is going to lead to... You know what? I'm going to actually roleplay this out.
Awesome.
As she's finishing up, she looks back. Dead Zone looks back up to Jessa. How'd this happen? We went over... We both know that you are very good at... Let's call it acrobatics and keeping yourself balanced. Wait. Pause. Time out.
Okay, you were talking.
No, because I just remembered something. What foot?
Oh, you're right.
What foot?
She has blades, of
She
course.
has
What am I doing?
blades.
Uh-oh.
What foot?
Cut all of
We
this.
gotta,
What am I
we gotta,
doing?
we gotta rewrite the whole
Cut
segment.
all of this.
Hold on,
Okay.
rewind. It's Coyote with a boot on your shoulder. Hey.
Oh, what am I doing? Yeah.
I'm literally remembering the session where I'm
Yeah.
just like, no, she
You
has
pulled-
blades for feet.
Yeah.
You've bamboozled me yet again, DM.
This is what I get for trying to hide my
It's
fetish
too-
inside
it's
the game.
It's too hot. It's too hot out here. We're all forgetting everything.
It's so hot. We'll call it.
Damn
we'll
you,
call it-
DM! You've given me the spicy keychains. Your own fucking player again.
Okay. Okay. Jessa pulled you away because of a sprained shoulder, let's say, from carrying gear up here. And she is lying on a crate, and she has asked you to take her top off.
Gingerly, she is removing.
Actually, your feet look really terrible today, darling. Let me see your ankle.
Darling, your feet are so sharp and metallic.
The scene's been going on for like 15 minutes. I can't cut it out for my
I'm
to
sorry.
save face. No, I'm sorry for getting that wrong. I've got pictures of her up here.
And you said this would be a short session.
Okay, so excuse me, let me not insert myself into the seat. Dead Zone has gingerly peeled off this top and begin checking the shoulder, making sure it's not dislocated. And if it's not, she would then, bandage it up. And then also take Jessa's pack.
Yeah. Jessa's pack seems quite heavy. For what you thought should have been packed in there. But she doesn't notice you take it. She is just happy to be getting your hands on her. She goes, yeah, a little higher. I think it's just that. Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's it. Keep rubbing.
Why? Okay, let's Jessa, princess. Why is your bag so heavy?
She turns around, her eyes wide, having been caught in something. And she goes, it's not.
Dead Zone takes the palm of her hand and presses firmly on the spot. That is this. I thought you said you were going to be good.
I am being good. I am. It's to help.
Help with what?
I thought it might help sell it.
Sell what?
Just don't be mad. I'm being good. I'm being good. It helps. It'll help sell me as the princess.
Dead Zone goes and moves to open the pack and look at what Jessa has brought. Gingerly, mind you, because she's thinking that it may be explosive.
No, you push past what could be a grenade to a ornate wooden box.
This okay. Is this what I think it is? And what I think it is something that sure would be very awkward for someone who's not royalty to have. Normally they don't allow this kind of metal in the hands of the non-royals. And she shakes the box without opening it.
Yeah, you can hear a gentle thump, but it's probably just something hitting the lid. As you can tell whatever is packed in there securely. It's yes. Non-royals aren't meant to have that, but the house is gone, isn't it? There's no rules anymore.
Okay. So I'm not going to get mad about this. I know I have every right to be mad. But instead, we are going to sit here and we are going to get you bandaged up. I am going to be carrying your pack. And we tell no one that you have it yet.
It'll be our secret.
Don't call it our secret. I'm pretty sure Jill's still mad at me.
Let her be mad.
Why? are you making her so mad, by the way?
She looks away. She doesn't want to talk about this.
You know, this would be a lot easier. You just both made up. Why am I the one doing your bandage? You know what? Whatever.
You're my guard captain. You're playing the role.
I'm going to need so much vacation after this. I'm going to need vacation time. Yep. Making a mental note.
Where are we going?
Oh, no. You can do what you did with Jill. That doesn't fly here. I am going on vacation. You are going to do whatever it is that you do.
There's an explosion. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Crabs in the Pocket. Beam Saber was created by Evelyn Ramsey. Music featured in this episode is by Amy Gardner, with art by Teoft. Any and all questions, comments, or hate can be sent my way on Blue Sky at frogcast.bsky.social. Please rate and review us on your podcast platform of choice. This is the best way to get the podcast new viewers and to tell people that you liked it. And I like reading reviews, or comments, or whatever you want to say to me. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.